All right, with this video, we're going to make some noise marines. Now, we have the kits for the noise marines. They come with 4 sonic blasters as well as a blast master. Now, we're going to use the kit and we're going to build our noise marines here. I've got just a generic Chaos Space Marine kit, which has been around since forever. I've put them together. So we're going to use the arms and leg and from the Noise Marine kit, but there's some preparation work to be done there. Now, part of our preparation work, because these kits are made of resin, what we end up having to do is soak them in a little bit of simple green, which we've done for the last hour. So they've been soaking nice and happily in simple green. We're going to rinse off the mold release, and that'll make them easier to both glue and paint later. So as you can see, they've been soaking quite nicely in here, and it is a full resin kit. So to prepare the kit, all we're going to do is run them under warm water using a brush to scrub off all the resin mold release, just like so. Just to make them very much easier for priming. We're just using a toothbrush for that and just warm water as well. The kits are all cleaned up, they're all drying nicely. Now the kit itself comes with 10 Sonic Marines, and then you can also add the 2 Blastmasters. So, as well as the squad of 10, I've tracked down 2 more Chaos Space Marine torsos that we're going to use as Blastmasters. And then that way we'll be able to interchange. They run as a squad of 5, usually 4 Sonics and then a Blastmaster. So this gives us a chance to make 2 squads of 5 or 1 big squad of 10 or any mix and match that we need to in there. We have the extra torsos and we have the extra guns, so we may as well put all that together. Now we've got the model cleaned up pretty nicely. All I did was pretty much use one of these scalpels, or the art knife if you want to call it, and we just went through and cleaned off all of the little nubs and little edges where the molds had attached to. We've got both the arm as well as the sonic blaster itself, and then we're just going to glue those together on one of the torsos. I use this LePage glue, it's gel, which makes it a little bit easier to control where it goes. So at this point now we've got our Marine. Now the kit only comes with 1 shoulder pad, so it does leave the other one empty. However, the Chaos Space Marine kit comes with quite a variety of shoulder pads and things like that to work with. So what we're going to do is just with a little bit of glue, we're going to add another shoulder pad to the other shoulder. And because it's resin, we're going to have to use the super glue as opposed to the plastic glue. And that gives us a nice surface if we want to put a transfer on it later on when we're deciding how we're going to decorate them. So now when it comes to the head, I really prefer these heads right here. For Noise Marines, I do like the flare of the hair. The kit comes with 4 of them. Then it comes with many of the heads that have no top at all. So one of the neat ideas you can do is you can use the bottom of the chainsaws, which we are not using, and take that flare and glue that to the top surface of the helmets, and that'll give you a few more of the top knot helmets. And because we're working with plastic on plastic in this instance, we can just use the straight up plastic glue, which is far easier to work with. Groove here, this. Now, Noise Marines are all about speakers and volume and excess. When it's going to come to the backpack, see this little tiny port vent? If we could turn that to face frontwards, we could use that as a speaker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my modeling saw. I'm going to cut it off, I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to glue it back in place. So as you can see now, we have 2 front-facing speakers, which we can now put on our Noise Marine. But before we add the jetpack to him, or the backpack, or the speaker pack, whatever you want to call it, we're going to do one more very interesting little thing that I thought would be fun. I would like him to have a cape of some sort. So I've cut out a jig that would sort of fit here. And then I think that will be sort of where I'm going to take our noise marine. Now, green stuff tends to be the material of choice to craft things, but I really like using this fix-it stick. It's bonding putty. It's an epoxy type thing. It comes in 2 types, and then all you do is mix it together, and as you mix it together, it becomes pliable and then solidifies into a plastic epoxy. We'll just totally mix it together here. I may as well use the tube. Cut out the shape we want. So we'll lay it and flatten it out on a plastic bag. Making it a little bit easier to work with. Cut out the shape we need. Make sure there are no fingerprints. Our cape is now dry. Didn't take very long. What we're going to do is we're going to glue it onto the model using the same gel glue we had before. We've trimmed it the way we like it. And then we'll take the plastic glue and add the backpack. We'll leave him dry, then we'll prime him, paint him, just so we can get inside where the cape is and such like that before we actually base him. Now, only 12 more to go. And this is the final product. What you see here is 12 noise marines with Sonic Blasters, as well as 2 Noise Marines with Blast Masters. I've managed to prime 4 of them just so you can see the detail. As you can see here, we've got the top knot in place that we've cut off of the chainswords, as well as the homemade capes that we added to the back, and we spun all of the backpack vents around to use as speakers. So that gives us one squadron with lots of flexibility, since you can use them as a squad of 5 with a Blast Master, or we could use them as a squad of 10 with 2 Blast Masters, or no Blast Masters and just use Sonic Blasters. In any case, we will prime and paint them at a later date in another video, but this has been how to build some Noise Marines. Enjoy!